Good morning, thanks for tuning in. Well, the sun is shining and it gives the impression that it's rather warm, but I can assure you the exact opposite is the case. So where am I at the moment? I'm just leaving Boumal Dadas. I'm heading in the direction of Marrakesh, although I'm not going into Marrakesh. What I'm doing, I was hoping to go up through the Dadas Gorge and across through the top of the Atlas Mountains, but it's been heavy snow and somebody I know had to turn back because of that, and there's been warnings about it, so I'm avoiding that at all costs. And to be honest, I'm cold enough. Yesterday I rode from Morocco to Boumal Dadas. It was a 4-hour ride, and I stopped every hour to warm up and get something hot to drink and eat or whatever, and move about, stamp my feet, because it is absolutely bitterly cold down here on the desert, and I can't imagine it will get colder up in the mountains. And it's riding in the cold. I've not done it for some considerable time. I used to live in the UK, lived in Scotland. In the winter hardly ever took the bike out because I lived in the north of Scotland, near Inverness. And take the bike out once or twice, get covered in salt, and you'd freeze to death. The only way to warm up was every now and then you'd get off the bike and push it for 2 minutes, and you'd soon warm up. But this is a journey of necessity, really. I mean, on this tour I've got as far south as I want to go in Morocco. Enjoyed a day there to R&R, rest and recuperate, and now I'm heading back, finding a way back north. And it is my second winter trip in Morocco, and I have to tell you that it's my last. It's just too darn cold to be pleasurable. Yes, it's a challenge, and yes, the landscape is beautiful and gorgeous, but not only riding the bike is darn cold. I mean, I've got every layer on possible. I'm keeping my speed down to reduce the wind chill. I've got my heated grips on full. I've got liners inside my waterproof gloves. And it's just keeping the fingertips from freezing, to be honest, and thumbs. Anyway, the good news is where I'm heading is it's going to get milder from, this afternoon onwards, according to all the forecasts. I've looked at the forecasts going up right through up to the north of Morocco, and it's in there, 15 or more maximum temperatures during the days, which is far more. I can maybe take my puffer jacket off at least, because when you're riding like trussed up like a Christmas turkey, and also the accommodation, I mean, I have to be brutally honest here, it's not made for the cold. It's they do advertise on booking.com they've got heating, and quite often it's either noisy or knackered or inadequate. And the only way to keep warm is in bed under all the blankets. And the best stay I've had was in the Ibis Hotel in Fez, actually. Because, you go back to these old homes where they're riads, which were homes, they convert now to hotels. and they modernise them and put modern facilities in. And quite often, you know, it all costs money, and some of them don't do it that well, and they make a lot of promises on booking.com. So if you do want to come to Morocco in the winter, be warned. They do give you plenty of blankets. So today I'm back on the desert floor again. It is bitterly cold. Yep, it's the complete opposite of when I rode the ACT in Portugal last June when I got heat exhaustion. And what a thing about riding motorcycles, isn't it? Temperature and weather. You really are in it, and you can't escape it. All you can do is adjust, you know, your clothing and how you ride. So I've got another just over 200 kilometres to go to my next accommodation. Keeping my speed down to 75 kilometres an hour, a maximum of 80 I think, because the wind chill is just whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'll be stopping. If I start to feel chilly, I just stop and warm up a bit. And of course, you still need to drink, because even in the cold, you're losing moisture from the body through the breath. That's why I always ride with a hydration pack on my back so I can sip it as I'm riding along. And the desert goes on and on and on. Today the sun has come out, the clouds have gone, and I can feel some warmth coming from the sky. Oh, it's just maybe a degree or two above what it was, but it makes such a difference. I've just turned the heated grips down one notch, and I'm actually going up over 80 kph. Hey, I feel like we're moving now. The body's feeling a little bit more relaxed and less tense. Change in temperature, it's amazing how it affects. Well, we've made a turning and we're heading more towards the north now. I just stopped to check my bag loaded on the side here. I've got the motorcycle cover in that bag there, and it had come loose, so I stopped to check it. And the thing here is, you stop, someone will come up to you within instants. They come from nowhere. But do you want a hotel? Do you want a cafe? Do you want this? Do you want that? And just, I mean, they're very helpful, but they do want money for it. I stopped in, was it El Ashidia, and the hotel wasn't where it was supposed to be, so I stopped it to just check the GPS, and the guy came across the street. I was there like seconds, asking me if I needed help, speaking English, French. He's tried different languages, and I just, in the end, I gave in and just said the name of the hotel. And he said, yeah, you just got there and there and there. And then I thought, well, that's nice, thank you very much. And then he thought he put his hand out, and he's looking hopefully and saying, yeah, I speak very good English, I can, I can help you. And it's like, it's not for nothing. But, for the sake of really a tip, a small tip, it's worth it. Just give in. If it gets you where you want to go. Oh, the road's getting interesting. Sort of warm things up, isn't it? So what just happened? I was heading towards my destination. It turned me off the main road, a little back road, and I suddenly realised I maybe didn't have enough fuel for the distance it showed. And I don't know what kind of road was up ahead or how far the next fuel station would be. So I doubled back to the little scooter, the town, filled up with fuel, because I changed my location, reset the navigator, and it sent me back into the desert on a completely different route. Oh, maybe this is it. Is this the way out? This has a good feel to it. The sun's behind me, means I'm heading north. Heading north is heading home. I know I've got a long way to go. But this trip was about finding a way to Matsuga that was interesting, and then finding another way back. And unfortunately, because of the snow, I couldn't go the way I wanted to, so today has been a diversion. And I want to reconnect with my original route somewhere further up. Well, that's mountains. And somehow or other, you've got to get across the other side of those. There's a low-level valley route somewhere. We'll see. Well, I think I can say we're out of the desert. And it's a kind of a relief, because it's just nice to be off just a long straight road with just wide open spaces.